Of course, 2015, not a good year for him. 2 losses. Eric Hellheim via knockout, and then fell to Horst Dubers in the opening round. Of course, he took on a man who was a fellow semi-finalist. They both made the KUMITE field by being in the Final 4. Van Smeerlap as the champion, and Dubers as the semi-finalist. Alistair Gobb, of course, has yet to make it past an opening round of a KUMITE tournament.
The people love him. They really, truly love him almost as much as he loves the Scows. And quite frankly, I think 2016 might be his year.
I'd like to see that happen. I really would. I think Alistair Gobb has a lot to offer. But this is a very tough opponent in Marco Van Smeerlap in the pink trunks.
And he's an angry opponent too, because he wants to show that he is no fluke, that he is willing to come back from that bad 2015. And I think he's really going to show it tonight. Quite frankly, this one's difficult to pick, but I'm gonna pick Alistair Gobb simply because I like the brown splotches on his trunks. Don't know what those mean, but I like them.
I think they're supposed to be cow spots. But the big knee to the face! Oh my God, Van Smeerlap! He's got to be. I mean, I don't know how you can take a knee to the head and not be completely concussed.
His eye
is mauling him.
His eye is completely swollen shut. He is in a rough patch right now, a very, very rough patch.
Well, I think he's no seeing eye cow at the moment. He's got one eye shut.
I don't get that.
I don't understand it either, but he's a one-eyed cow lover. Don't know if he actually will don the glove and get in there, but I think Marco Van... That might actually be, if he does, in fact, that might be some common ground that he and Marco Van Smeerlap can get into. I understand the Club Super Sex, the museum exhibit, had a recent guest exhibit on artificial inseminations.
Ah, yes, indeed. The best way to be with a person, artificially inseminate them. There's no mess afterwards. They don't even know that you're there. And quite frankly, it's a whole lot more fun when they're not aware.
And, wow.
What's wrong? That's what artificial insemination is. You're just not
you're not
back
wrong.
and forth grappling. Nice.
Yes. Okay.
Going for the rubber guard there and standing back up. I don't think this is the best position for Gobb to be in. With that swollen eye, he's lost a lot of depth perception. But still lands a kick, semi-flush. Uppercut takes him down and a stomp.
I'm still... Well, I'm almost regretting mentioning the artificial insemination exhibit, but we got a great fight so far. Halfway through the first round, again 10 minutes, followed by 5, the marathon, followed by the sprint. And Van Smeerlap has recovered.
Well, I'm just surprised you've never actually seen an artificial insemination done.
Oh, I know what they are. I know that usually it involves some sort of animal to kind of help the process along.
It doesn't have to
stick your hand back in there.
It doesn't have to be an animal. It's just a lot more fun when it is. And a nice knee to the head in a second one. Beautifully done.
Are you telling me, Kyle, that you've actually...
I'm not at liberty to talk about what I may or may not have been paid for in money in the 1980s, back when it was all still legal in Korea. But I'm just here to tell you that as the 1972 World Free Fight Champion, the 80s were a little bit more difficult when the payoff structure went a whole lot wonkier.
I see, and then you were in Korea. Were you actually fighting in Korea, or were you just inseminating animals?
Little from column A, little from column B. It's a whole blurry time.
Ever at the same time? Do I have to ask that? Were you ever doing them both at the same time?
Well, obviously.
Big knee bite! Stop right to the jaw! Oh, well, you can knock someone out with that!
Oh my goodness, I think his other eye is swelling shut too. The referee is going to have to stop this soon. The man cannot see. He's got blood dripping into his eye itself. And quite frankly, I haven't seen anything as bloody and arousing as those...
Okay, we're going to stop you right there, Cal. I don't think we need to finish that metaphor, but I think we'll head the term. Oh! There's the knockout! Oh, he's gone! Oh, he's gonna be dead! Oh God, his legs are not just...
beautiful punch for Naga, beautifully done.
Oh, the head kick! Knockout! Marco Van Smeerlap!
And yes, he's pointing at his hand. He wants to have a dick in that soon so he can spray all over his face. God bless this beautiful master of sex. Miss kick and then the head kick right there. And he falls down hard. And he checks for a second to make sure he's still alive. When he knows he he lands that punch. Beautifully done.
I think there is a bit of decorum. If the man is actually a corpse, you don't want to punch him after he's dead.
And look, his eyes both completely swollen shut. He was fighting blind.
There's no way he could even have seen that kick coming.
Oh,
I think he's asking if anyone get the number of that train.
He can see a little bit out of that eye, and Marco doesn't even look like he's been in a fight.
That's amazing. Well, Marco Van Smeerlap gets a win, a big win, moving back into the winning ways after a 2-fight slump. Well, you know, we hear about being blind as a bat. I don't think we've ever heard blind as a cow.